G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 17 of my Aether 3 Ways Spellbinder playthrough. Last episode we got up to Fort Ikon, and before we get going in this episode, I thought I would finally get around to spending that last point. Which means I need to go and modify a few skill points. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now one thing that I kind of haven't been using very much is the time dilation, so yeah, I'm going to drop that. Let's just have a look here. What can we do? So we drop Aeon's Hourglass, and then we go ahead and take 1 point in purple, and we get the Empty Throne. Okay, and then we talk to Sardina once more. And we drop the Spirit of the Heavens. Okay, yeah, that's right. So I'm dropping Spirit of the Heavens. Momentarily, I will be taking it back. So let's... What do we need here? The Revenant needs... It's going to be the red, isn't it? Yeah, 8 red. Okay, that's fine. I can use those points to get Wayward Soul here. So I'm going to chuck that on Maven Sphere. This is basically trading a proc that I'm kind of really not using. And instead, I'm going to take Wayward Soul here, which is the Chariot of the Dead. This has very quickly become one of my favorite constellations. There's some offensive ability. There's some, well, honestly, some resistances you don't really need. And this proc, eventually, once it's leveled up, will provide a lot of armor and some defensive ability, and more importantly, that heal as well. And this triggers when you get hit, so you'll be getting healing and such when you need it, and not when you hit something that's at the edge of the screen. So this is really good. It will take a little while to actually level it up, but this is quite good. Right, now that we have picked up the extra red and green from the Chariot of the Dead, let's go ahead and get rid of this, and that should leave me with 6 points to retake the Spear of the Heavens, which we are going to put back on basically anything permanent. So I'm going to chuck it back on Spectral Binding. I think it was on there before. Doesn't really matter. It's on something permanent. And now I don't have any pesky devotion points sitting there bothering me with how they're not being used. So good news, another defensive proc in exchange for a cooldown that I wasn't really using. Bad news, it's going to take a little while to level up. So, in the spirit of leveling it up, let's go ahead and go get some ashes. So today we're going to be doing the Tomb of the Archon, we'll be doing the Fort Ikon Prison, and depending on how we go for time, we'll be heading up to the Tomb of the Watchers and maybe killing the Logorian. But before we get there, we will go and rescue the ashes. So, I don't see the totem. Yes, I do. It's up there. So I'm going to go get that totem. Because, well, you know me. I love me some totems. Why do I feel like I'm zoomed in too far? I'm not. I'm just crazy. Alright, so everybody's dead. Have we actually seen the Wayward Soul proc yet? I did put it on something, right? Yeah, it's on Maven Sphere. Okay. Let's see if I can get a proc. Hit me. Somebody hit me. Why isn't anybody hitting me? Okay, here we go. So that's inside. There's Wayward Soul. 20% chance when hit. And at the moment, it's going to have a little bit of downtime. Assuming I'm getting hit all the time. But once it gets some levels, it's still going to have some downtime. But it'll be much less downtime. Alright, I'm turning the loot off here so as I can actually see what's going on. Corrupted monster here. Let's get out of whatever goop he left on the floor for us. And I think we got everybody. There we go. I am standing in goop, because of course I am. Oh, one other thing I should have done. I just need to make sure... Yeah, okay. When I swapped out all of this. This one doesn't... Oh, this one has some vitality resistance. And up here we've got some lots of resistance from memory. Is it Aether and Vitality on this? Yeah, Aether and Vitality there. So when you're swapping out of various... okay, please. Sorry, when you're swapping out of various devotions, do check your resistances haven't become massively uncapped because you were relying on those devotions in order to provide your resistances. So, do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. Mythical Runic Braces are quite good. Losing the Insight proc, I think, is actually kind of worth it for the Prismatic Shield, and for that massive pile of resistances there. I'm going to hang on to these. I may not use them, but I am going to hang on to them. Okay, so into the actual tomb. Let's head on over. Looks like the Black Legion is going to take care of those idiots all by themselves. And we are actually fighting Kaiman's. You look like you've got something. He didn't have anything. I swear he was going to drop an MI or something. Do I have them filtered out? Is that what's going on? Oh yeah, there it is. So he did have an item. It was just being filtered out because it's rubbish. Welcome to the Tomb of the Archon. Now, a lot of this section is going to be just get through it as fast as you can kind of stuff. Having said that, I do like the loot. And the XP as well. I'm level 77 and we're about to finish the base game on Ultimate. Maybe I should be farming for XP. Shame I'm not gonna. I also think it's probably worth putting a few more points into Devastation, just to get some more damage. Damage is not horrible, but the good thing about the Devastation is you cast it and it's kind of damage over time in an area, which can be quite good. So that breastplate, yeah, Vigorous of the Arcane Blaze, that is a lot of extra armor. Having said that, I don't have anywhere near the required amount of physique to put this on. So, unfortunately, won't be able to wear it. We'll just throw some dots around. So Ill Omen and Haunt between them. Wayward Soul leveling up. Ill Omen and Haunt between them should do more than enough damage to actually pretty much kill everything. Only when they're in big groups like this, I probably want to throw some... I almost called it Melf's Minute Meteors, but we're absolutely not in that particular game. Definitely want to throw some Panettias for replicating. There we go, they're all dead. Lovely. And I think it's time to go back to... Ooh, I was going to say it's time to go back to skipping, but he had a nice looking stick. It glows green, it means it's Aether damage, right? I'm doing Aether damage, so I want the green stick. It made sense in my head. It seems like the Kaiman's chosen with the green sticks. It might actually be a poison green rather than an Aether green. Which is unfortunate, because I need the Aether green. Okay. Probably got a decent kind of train here. We can maybe kill a few people off as they run in. Arcane Blaze on the War Mace there. Okay. Doesn't have the damage proc on weapons. Probably not on offhands either. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think we're actually okay for procs. More is obviously going to be better, but getting plenty of damage. You got another green stick, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, arcane balance on an offhand. That's elemental though. I'm playing the wrong character in my head. I'm still looking for elemental gear. Alright, I think most of these idiots have been taken care of. Exalted Effigy of Soleil's Malice, okay. So I don't need to go down here, this little secret hidey hole. I don't need to go down there, I've already got all my devotion points, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Oh, we've got the door is not actually open bug. There we go. As soon as I mentioned it, magically opened. Which is fine. Alright, Archon Bartholem. Use the mirror here just for a little bit of added defenses, and down he goes. So we've got Incanters, which is the replicating missile proc. And then the Gavel of Alacrity. That's actually not bad. It's pretty bad for this build, but it's not bad for another build. Fortunately, I'm not playing the build that it's good for. Mage Storm. Okay, no proc, no good. Alright, we are done here. Let's head on back to Sora's Bastion here. And we can turn this in. Kaiman's not friendly with us. I have played way too many characters. They're all blurring together in my head. Which side did I choose? I don't remember. If I hadn't just been fighting Kaiman's chosen, I probably would have gone over there. And then killed the ones outside. And figured out that actually I'm in the wrong spot. As long as we're here, we may as well vendor this stuff. I'm actually going to do something that I don't see done very often. So I'm going to put Aether damage there. And then everything I sell, anything that does any amount of Aether damage, so this one just does 54% Aether damage, which is honestly not very good, but anything that does Aether damage is going to show up here. So this one, again, is just a few percentages of Aether damage, which is fine, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Same for this one, a handful of percentages of Aether damage. And I'm just going to check as I go. Guns, I really don't want to use guns. If I found an amazing one, I could maybe be talked into it. But in general, I don't want to be using guns. I don't like them. Shattered Reality, no. And this one, I would like to use this. 10% more health is quite nice, but it's hard to say no to +3 to Panetti's and also the Arcane Blaze proc on a caster test with offensive and defensive and casting speed. Like, this is just really, really nice. What do we got here? Shroud of Squalls. No, you can have that back. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to the Keeper of the Tomes here. Yes, I have them. Can we do the ritual? Let's go do the ritual. Wayward Soul level up. I missed what was before that. Let me just double check it wasn't something crazy like hitting Honored with them. No, okay. We will go and door that one, the Devil's Crossing gate, and then the one in the Tomb of the Archon are the ones that I have the most trouble getting through. There are a few others that do it occasionally, but mostly it's those three. Okay, let's begin this ritual. Okay. Alright, so Aldrich and Powled, if that really is his name. Let's go ahead and turn the loot off just so I can see what's going on. Maybe don't stand in the goop. That might have been my goop. Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm dodging my own damage effects. He's finally cracked. Alright, a couple more stragglers to kill, and then we've got the two bosses. Or Noveria Stormfire and this reflective guy. We don't really want to get reflected onto. Let's just mirror this up and get out of goop. Alright, everybody seems to be dead. Ring of Eternal Rot. I seem to see that an awful lot lately. Okay, stay out of the goop. And let's just pick all this up as well. Why not? We can go do that Aether damage filtering trick again. So if we go over here, Aether damage, And then... I'm not expecting to find anything. Arcane Blaze, that's another Aether Missile proc. How badly do I need? I don't need that Chaos. Ooh. Ooh. 5 more levels. You know what? I'm going to hang on to those. Again, I may not actually use them, but I am going to hang on to them. It's another Aether weapon, actually. No. Oh, I need the offhand. I can't use that. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, another Aether Missile proc on a pair of boots that is actually kind of decent. Not amazing, but decent. I'll lose 20 armor, and actually that's a lot of health. Maybe not, maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, Keeper of the Tomes here. Warhammer of Heavenly Judgment, that's rubbish for us. And then, this seems wrong. Do you require anything else? You know what, this is going to be the quest to head out to the back of nowhere. What is that place called? Eastmarsh. So we're going to be heading out to the back of Eastmarsh to find a book. So I'm going to skip that one for now. And we're going to go and do the Fort Ikon prison. Also, I may end up doing a little bit of farming at the end of this episode because I kind of want a new one of these. And maybe a new one of these. Although this, level 70, that's fine. New one of these, definitely. Gloves are fine, boots are fine. Belt is another one that I was thinking about going and farming a little bit. Or at least checking out some other options. From memory, you've got +1 Arcanist skills belt from Coven. And also from one of the watchers in Port Valbury, which I don't really want to do. Especially not on a character that's doing Aether damage. But we could go in there and farm that belt. At least a little bit. What am I saying? I don't want to go into Port Valbury. Nobody actually wants to do Port Valbury. You go in there because you have to, not because you want to. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the dynamite. Grab the other quest thing. The Legion supplies there. Grab the loot. And something I don't normally do. Let's go into the little secret area here. Let's blow some of these idiots up. Warding of plate mail, okay. That could actually be good. The flesh warp stuff is really good for leveling. Let's just have a look at that. Warding of void fire. I don't have anywhere near enough. Hey, that's not bad. I don't have anywhere near enough physique for that. I can't hit them through the bars. There's quite clearly holes in these bars. Why can't I cast through there? Alright, look. Hit me. Hit me again. Go and hit me. There you go. That's how you kill stuff through walls. Resonant of Protection. Getting a couple of these that are pretty good in terms of resistances. This little hidden door here gets you into a loot room where everything is dead because I killed them through the walls. And there's a couple chests. I think that's it. Oh no, a couple crates up here. There we go. Absolutely not worth it, but again, the loot is in the walls. And you have to blow the walls up to get the loot. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and say, no you, and reflect your reflection back to you. Harmonious of Attack is not bad. That is a decent ring. Unfortunately, my other rings are better, but that is a decent ring. What do we got here? Mighty of Protection, no, but that is a nice base. And then we got Resonant of Protection. This is level 84. I would need almost 200 extra physique, which is just, it's not happening, unfortunately. So I will be wearing caster armor, I think, from here on out. Not because I exactly want to, but I just kind of don't have a choice. I think Necromancer and Arcanist between them have 2 physique points to rub together, and that's it. And then they're out. Okay. Quick chat about Lucius. Because we are fighting him on ultimate, you can't really play with him like you can on normal. So you want to make sure, well, honestly, everything needs to be capped by this point, but especially Aether for this fight. If you happen to have a little bit lower poison and acid, it's fine for this fight. Go fix it, but it's fine for this fight. So he's going to do a couple of different attacks. He's going to spray me with like a flamethrower, but it's Aether, so I guess it's an Aether thrower. He's going to shoot little Aether balls at me. And then he's going to do his Sundering attack. So he'll get the big Sundering icon above his head, and then he's going to launch a shower of meteors at where I was standing. Now, if they all hit, it's going to hurt a lot, and I'm going to get sundered and probably just die. So I'm going to be watching for that attack, and then I'm going to probably rush or evade out of the way. And other than that, I'm just going to go kill him. So I'm not expecting to have to dodge too much except for the Meteor Storm. Also, he's just dying really quickly. So, yeah, what Meteor Storm? Okay, I probably should have killed him a little bit slower maybe, just so I could show the meteors. But when he does his little sunder animation and then the meteors come down, you don't want to be there when they land. Yeah, no, we're not using any of that. I am, however, going to grab all of the loot. Tyrants of Alacrities, not bad. Okay, grab these. Stone-Faced of the Eagle on a... that was a ring, wasn't it? This one? No resistances, but pretty nice stats on it. Okay. That's fine, so we're done in here. Let me go ahead and check... Okay, that was a lot of noise. Okay, what is that? Who needs to die to make that noise stop? Seems like it stopped. Right. Black Legion, we still need Reputation, and Homestead, we're done for Homestead, so I guess I'll run over here instead of teleporting. I am absolutely that lazy, but we'll run this time. Alright, so the reason I was checking that is these supplies. If you give them to Weapon Master Edric here, these where are the supplies? There they are. These supplies, if you give them to Weapon Master Eldritch, you will get, or Eldric, you will get Black Legion Reputation, and you know what, I'll just show you. Here's your supplies. Okay, so you gain Black Legion and you lose Homestead. You could also give this to Homestead, and you would gain Homestead and lose Black Legion. It's almost always, unless something really weird is happening with your game, you always want to give it to him. Inventory bag expansion doesn't really matter now, but there we go. Alright, now in terms of skill points, what I want to do, more points in Spectral Binding is never a bad idea. Having said that, more points in Overload is also never a bad idea. I did finish maxing out Fabric of Reality, so that's good. And I could go back to putting points into Devastation, which is probably the best bet there. Oops, I don't want Devotions. Yeah, I think putting points into Devastation is the way to go. I think I'm going to max this out, then I'm probably going to put more into Spectral Binding, and most likely a couple more into Overload. And then maybe see if I can get Mark of Torment, and then just put it in the bar for stats. I think that's the way to go. Okay, let's go ahead and vendor all this. What was that helmet? We are using an Ascended Cask, so I don't want this anyway. That's fine. What about these pants? That is a lot of armor, and almost nothing for resistances. 46% Elemental, 37 Aether. Those pants are going to be very hard to replace. I could maybe use one of these, but no. Too many stats required to actually wear those. I'm just going to sell all of this. It's fine. I don't want any of it. You go ahead and, yeah, you know what? You put it to good use. Okay, in terms of the Outcast, we are despised with her, so let's talk to Captain Reeves here, and we will deal with the witch. We will absolutely burn the witch. Says the person who's totally not a witch, running around with a force field, and, you know, the souls of the damned and glowing green with Aether fire. Yeah, I'm definitely not a witch. But I am going to kill Anasteria. Getting a bit low, popping the mirror. Oh, it turns out when you're playing a caster, holding left click to melee attack is really not very effective. I know. Absolute madness. Right, so we've got Shroud of Shattered Reality on Anasteria's pants. Which is not horrible, but also kind of whatever. Can we get in here yet? No. Not yet. Okay. That's fine, I didn't want to go in there anyway. We definitely did trigger a whole bunch of circuit breakers. Mostly because I was busy trying to beat her with my stick instead of casting my main damage spell. But again, that's fine, that's fine. So we'll go talk to Captain Reeves, we'll turn this in. Yes, Anasteria is dead, what do you need? I will deal with the cultists. Now, this is maybe not my favorite quest, but I do like this quest. Because it takes me into one of my favorite farming areas, that being the Tomb of Korvac. Don't forget to grab the Aether Crystals, because, and say it with me, you can never have enough Aether Crystals. Okay. More meat for the stew, or whatever it is these guys say. The reason I like this area is because once you kill those idiots, they tend to drop Chthonic Seals of Binding a lot. And I like Chthonic Seals of Binding. Wayward Soul rank 6. Getting up there now. Might even, maybe, be at meaningful levels of plus armor. Let's just have a look quickly. So we are getting 160 armor, which is not bad considering, I mean, it's basically 10% additional armor. So very hard to complain about that. Also that heal, 5% plus 650, so 5% is going to be about 460 odd. So we're getting about 1,000 heal, whenever that procs. What's the cooldown? 5-second duration, 16.5 second cooldown. I think that gets down to 8 seconds, so it's going to be a lot better. Okay, so I need one more cultist priest, whatever that is. Oh, apparently it was him. Quest is complete, but the real quest is to play the game of how many Chthonic Seals can you get before you run out of Chthonians to kill. I've still got plenty left, so I can get at least a few more. There's another one. Got some chests to pop as well. Alright, and looks like they have to go the long way around. Oh dear. Alright, those boots from memory are Aether resistance, yeah. Those are not bad in terms of resistances. Aether Chaos, Physical, and a little bit of Slow. I absolutely can't afford to wear them. But it would be nice if I could. There's another Chthonic Seal. We're up to, well, only 3 actually. Which is not amazing. But it's not bad either. I mean, it could be 2, right? Alright, we keep killing cultists. And we keep getting no seals. It's actually been quite disappointing this run. I think I remember the most I've gotten out of here is like 17 or something. Some ridiculous number. Certainly a lot more than 4. Five. Okay. Five's not bad. I would say on average I get like sort of 7, maybe 8. So this is actually not horrible. El Nardaroth. Okay, Stonefist Rebuke. If I was playing Force Wave, I'd be very happy right now. I'm not. But, you know, if I was, it'd be pretty good. Got our 4 little skelly bros with us as well. Just notice them. They can be hard to see in the, against the black background. Okay, I'm running out of Chthonians to kill. I don't really want to go kill ghouls. And the quest here is complete, so what are we getting up with? 7. I'm going to say 7's enough, and we'll head on out. There we go. Okay. Now, I have honored with the Black Legion this time, so they may give me the mission to head into... I meant to click on that one. Into, is it the Conflagration? The Immolation. Now, you can go in there, for sure. But, if you do, don't be surprised if you die. What's a Spellbreaker? Okay, sure, yeah. You know what? I will go in there. I am going to kill the Herald of Destruction. And I'm going to say at the outset that this is a horrible idea, especially if you're playing on hardcore, but just especially in general. So, this is another case of do as I say and not as I do. And if you're playing hardcore, I strongly advise you not to go down this path. And I'm pretty sure you can figure out why. I'm pretty sure you can see why. Yeah, so there's a little path kind of halfway off, and there's a little fake path just before you get there. So you want to use your movement skills as much as you can, and run into this path first. Now there's some manticores up here you can kill, just in case one of them is not blind. No, they're all blind so far. Hey, free dynamite, lovely. And yeah, it looks like they are all blind. A couple of scrap piles though. Usually these are good for a piece of scrap or dynamite or something. And yeah, they're all blind. That's fine. But you can come up here and kill them or not. You don't have to. You can wait sort of right here. You're just waiting for all of your defensive buttons to come back. Maybe you had to use a potion to get here. Wait for the cooldowns, and then we run for the door. And definitely use a potion. Okay, now that we're in here, the most important thing is not standing in the Aether. So you fight as much as you can without moving. Don't forget to grab the crystals, because, you know, never enough of them. And then don't stop moving, even if you're being attacked, while you're anywhere near any kind of green glowy stuff. So, green glowy stuff, keep moving. Well, I am actually absolutely doing extra things here that I don't need to be doing. It's all in pursuit of getting as many Aether crystals as I can. Which, honestly, it's probably not the best time to be chasing Aether crystals. What we're trying to get to is the Herald of Destruction right here. I'm gonna kill his friends off first. Who are you? Spiria. Okay, you come down here. And now your mirror is gone and you are dead. Excellent. Okay, and we're gonna kill this guy as well. So because we are ranged, this guy is a decent bit easier. There we go, so he's dragging himself out of the ground. And now he's going to start chasing us around. I'm standing in goop here, I believe. But he should go down relatively easily. Oh, summon some friends, that's fine. And down he goes. Okay. at this point, what you want to do is say, bugger the loot, get me out of here. Or you can run around a little bit. Depending on, I was going to say depending on how brave you are, but honestly, depending on how stupid you are, you can run around and kill some more Aether crystals. And get the Aether crystals. And I guess the free dynamite as well is kind of nice. Ooh, Arcane Blaze. Very nice. What was that? Is that a helmet? Nope. Weapon. What was that? Yeah, that's lightning stuff. Oh, it was this, wasn't it? Yeah. Amulet of Arcane. No. I'm not even going to consider that. +1 to all skills is vastly superior. Alright, are there any additional crystals? Yes, there are. Got a few idiots here, and I do see a totem down there. Now, I should have left here a long time ago. I absolutely should not be here, but also, so many crystals. I'll have a look in the inventory after I'm done here. Do I want the totem? I do want the totem. Should I get the totem? No. No, I should leave immediately. Absolutely should leave immediately. And yet, we're still here. Alright, let's just do it. Ancient Aether Warped. Okay, we got the scary spawn. So we got the big ugly Mammoth expansion ethereals. And apparently it doesn't matter. We're just going to kill them. There we go. Got a couple of legendaries there. None of them, I think, are actually any good. I'm definitely watching my health while I'm checking these, because standing in goop while you look at loot is a really good way to end up dead. Ask me how I know. Alright, this area is absolutely done. Like I said, strongly recommend not doing it. But, or if you absolutely want to do it, go in there, kill the boss and leave. Don't hang around like I did. Having said that though, 18 crystals, how many shards does I get? 2. So there's at least 20 Aether crystals in there, which is a nice haul. Let's just do a search for Aether damage. Gun? Two-handed gun? Okay, no. Go ahead and keep your, keep that. It's fine. Noting a distinct lack of Aether damage procs here. Yeah, not even that one. Oh, here we go. What do we got? 26%. Okay. You go ahead and keep that. And then Shrewd of Shattered Reality. It's not horrible, but those Mistwalker leggings are going to be incredibly annoying to replace. I'm actually thinking the mythical Mistwalker leggings is probably what I'm going to replace them with. But decent chunk of Aether crystals there, which is very, very nice. And yes, let's go ahead and spend that. We can turn this in. Herald of Destruction is dead. Couple of components, and we're done. So, Black Legion, coming up actually decently close to Revered, 2.4k. Does mean we could grind it out with Bounty Table. What do they want us to kill? It's only Ethereal Vanguard, yeah. And we could kill the Outcast. Alright, so nice little detour aside. Let's take another detour. Let me go ahead and check. Where are we? Shoulders. I think I need shoulders, don't I? Yeah, okay. I'm going to check the bounties here, and we're going to go farm a pair of shoulders. So, what do we got here? Caspis? No, we don't want him. Who we got here? Cronley's Lack. Okay, Rostov the Aether Flame is one of the bounties that would work. So I think I covered this in the last episode. Merrick the Aether Touched. Rostov the Aether Flame, Igor the Brawler, and Eldon Snakeskin are the ones you want to get. So I've got Rostov the Aether Flame, who spawns basically around the outside of Cronley's lair. So the easiest way to find him, I've found, is to go into Cronley's hideout and then just leave. Head out this way, and once you get out the door, there's actually 2 places right near this door where he can spawn. The first one, and the one where I mostly find him, is kind of here-ish. Of course, I'm recording this time, so he's not there. Then there's also just up here. Say goodbye to your forges. Yep, here he is. And he doesn't drop it 100% of the time, apparently. Okay, good to know. Let me just go ahead and check Rostov here. Notable loot. 30% chance. Okay, that's fine. The other way you can do this is you can just go in here and kill every single Cronley's Ascended gang member that you can find. The good part about this is you do end up getting Devil's Crossing reputation, which I'll check in a second, but I don't think I've got revered with them yet. Where are we? D for Devil's Crossing. Never mind, they're already revered. Probably because I did this sort of thing back in normal. You don't have to kill anything in here until you get to the guys with the glowing green hats, which is going to start here. So here's Merrick, and he's got nothing I want. I actually thought he was a bounty target, but that's fine. I'll take it. Definitely want to keep your eye out for moneybags here. Moneybags hurts. Like, moneybags hurts a lot. Does drop some nice stuff, though. As you can see. Unfortunately, none of it is glowing and green. I do want to check down here as well, because bosses, or heroes I guess they are, can spawn down here. There's a new hat that I can consider. There's my health bar evaporating, which I probably need to fix. Dureni's not there anymore. I think I covered that in the last episode, unfortunately. He apparently now has a very high, or I think it's 100% actually, drop chance for the Aether items, so I would recommend not killing him if you have got the choice. Ooh, aggressive of the Aether, that's probably no good. Also, my helmet is pretty decent. So the helmet is not what I'm after. Aether Fire, Ascended Shoulder Plates of the Aether. That seems promising. And of course, free dynamite, because why not? Alright, this is actually, I believe, a straight upgrade. Of Ruin is just that physical stuff. Yeah, this is a straight upgrade. More armor, more everything else as well. Literally everything is just number get bigger. So, yep, I'll take that for sure. And I don't need to farm him anymore. I'm going to keep the bounty, just so as I don't have to go looking for it again. But, pretty happy about that. Little bit surprised, I won't lie. And I wouldn't have minded to get another, was it Arcane Balance? Yeah, Arcane Blaze. Wouldn't mind getting another Arcane Blaze on here, but the chances of getting an Aether Fire Ascended Shoulder Plates of the Arcane Blaze is pretty low. So I'm happy with that. As far as belts go, the options are kind of limited. You've obviously got Death's Waistguard here, which is the Death's Vigil, I'm pretty sure. And there is a higher level version of that, so let's go have a look. In terms of resistances on here, I think the Aether Res comes baked in. What do we got? Belts here. Death's Cord. Death's Wasteguard. This might actually be the highest level version. Let me go and check. I'm not sure why I'm doing it that way. Arcanist. We'll just do a quick search in Grim Tools, which I have up on the other monitor. Okay, so we've got Death's Wasteguard, which I already knew about. We have the Chains of Egrad, which I also already knew about, but I don't really want to go... How much time have we got? 20 minutes. Okay. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to go for a quick run through Port Valbury. I kind of want one of those belts. So the Chains of Egrad comes with Vitality to Aether conversion, which is really, really nice. Comes with +1 to skills in Arcanist. Comes with Pierce and Freeze resistance. But if I just take this off, you'll notice the only resistance that's uncapped is Poison and Acid, which means the Chains of Egrad that I drop can have literally anything on them and it'll be fine. So, against my better judgment, we're going to go do it. We're doing it. We're doing Port Valbury in the middle of a run-through. It's a terrible idea. But that belt is quite nice. Having said that, I'm not going to do a full run-through of the entire dungeon. That would probably take upwards of, you know, at least another 40 minutes. And I don't really want to do an hour-and-a-half episode, so we're just going to do a quick run-through. And I'm going to skip a lot of stuff. See these Aether crystals? I'm gonna say something really, really weird. And no, I haven't been abducted by aliens or anything like that, or, you know, the government. It's still me, I promise. I have enough Aether crystals. And I'm gonna get plenty from this anyway, so that's fine. What? I don't need to fight you guys. Let's get a little bit of a wriggle on. I mean, I don't need to fight you guys either, but 3 heroes. It's kind of hard to say no to that, you know? I'll take the purple. You know what? I'll take it all. Nope. No, I have enough. I have enough Aether crystals. I don't need any more. Alright, let's have a look here. I'm just pulling up the map for Watcher Egrad, looking where he is. I'm probably... Well, not probably. I'm definitely not even going to complete the actual dungeon. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get in there, I'm going to kill Watcher Egrad, and then I'm going to leave once I have the belt. And like I said, we can get absolutely any affixes on this, and it's good. So, let's see if we can't avoid dying here. So I'm using the mirror, which I feel the need to point out every time I do it, because otherwise probably wouldn't notice, and people would be wondering why I even have it. But it is good. These things here, these little Aether tornadoes, these will follow you until the end of time. They are a major pain in the backside. Can I get through this way? Please give me the easy spawn. Oh, that's no good. Got any eyeballs? Any of you guys got eyeballs? Okay, good. I got maybe not the easiest spawn, but I got an easy spawn. There is an Exalted stash out here, and I am not looking for it, shall we say. I'm just trying to get to the end of the road here. You know what? That's a lot of stuff. And I like XP. We're gonna kill them. That'll do. Alright, so this is a trap. I guarantee you, this Aether cluster is gonna crawl out of the ground and run at me. So, yep, there he is. And these things are a pain because they have that attack. Doesn't sunder anymore like the other Aether Cow does, but that's still annoying. Alright, there we go. And now we have the Herald of the Stars. And another trap. That is another trap. Let's just see if we can't put it hurting on the boss. Yep, there he is. Dragging his big ugly face out of the ground. Actually seems like that attack did almost nothing for damage. So... maybe he's not as scary as I thought he was. Alright, more idiots to play with. You know what? Let's just see. Oh, they died. Cool. I was gonna say let's see if we can kill him while we tank them. Turns out, yes, we can. Devastation, get out of the goop. He's gonna put more goop. Call some more friends over, and it doesn't matter, he's dead. Night Herald, that is Aether to cold conversion, so no, we won't be using that. And you know what, the rest of that, we're also not going to be using. Alright, my one and only skeleton key is now gone. So, I need to get a belt out of this. The good news is that the Watcher Egrad is kind of semi-early. He's in the last section, but he's towards the start of it. So, first thing we need to do is get through the sewers. Alright, I guess this isn't really sewers. Foundation? Not sure what to call this area, but we need to get through it. So, first thing I'm going to do is actually kill a lot of this stuff off, because it's all worth XP. And I do like XP. There we go. But I do need to be killing less, I think, is the way I'm going to put it. I need to kill less. There is too much junk in the way. Ooh, Aether Crystal. This is a really good way to get yourself killed as well, just for the record. Running through huge packs instead of killing them means they're still alive and they can still attack you. Which, yeah, good way to get unalived. But that's alright, made it through that section. Next section, you know what? I'm going to have the map up. It's been a while since I've been in here, now that I'm thinking about it. There are some things I want to avoid. I'm not going to do most of the things that aren't running towards Watcher Egrad, actually. I definitely don't want to head over to the left here, I just want to head north. Follow the road, I guess, is kind of what you need to do. Follow the road up here, and of course it's blocked. Because, I mean, obviously. Why wouldn't it be blocked? Alright, let's go through the building here. And we should be able to come out back onto the road on the other side of that blockage. And we'll head up the road here. So here we've got Watcher Ordas. We've got my health bar evaporating, which I don't love. That's the end of him, and all of these guys have their own belts. Let me just clear the area a little bit so as my health bar can stop disappearing. There we go, okay. Yeah, so they all have their own belts. This is the Chains of Ordas. This is Aether converted to fire, and +1 to demolitionist skills. There are other belts. I think there's a +1 shaman belt in here as well. And obviously the +1 Arcanist belt, which is what I'm here for. So, like I said, it's been here a while. I haven't been here for quite a while, so I may get lost here. I think I'm lost. Where do we need to go? I need to be over there, so it's going to be down here. Okay. This thing just has way too much health, and probably Aether resistance. So I probably should have cast Haunt on him. Okay, so it's in here. That's right, this is the way. Round this way. And then through this little bit here. And we're out the back here. Right. Okay, I know where I am now. I'm in Port Valbury. Why would I willingly come to Port Valbury? Potential treasure, not treasure trove, potential totem there. Words are definitely extra hard today. Haunted vestments, is that something I'm interested in? Yeah, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. It's kind of hard to argue with +3 to your main attack skill when you don't currently have it maxed out. But that's fine, we're getting there. Alright, so this is the end of the first area. There is a fancy boss kind of up here, and I'm just going to walk past him. So we are now into the final area, and this is the area that kind of... the area that matters, because this is where my new belt is. I will have to destroy actually a decent amount of these, though. I definitely don't want this stuff at my back. So let's go up here. And there's going to be another watcher here. Maybe like a screen or so up that way. This guy just has way too much health. Also, you guys are really annoying. Okay, how are we doing? How are we looking? And, oh, there's so many hulks up there. There we go. I'm just going to see if I can't pull these guys back a little bit. Preferably without the Watcher. And I've got my finger on the mirror here because I'm expecting to have to use it to save myself. And I didn't have to, which is really weird. Let's get rid of this loot so I can see what's going on. So the Watcher is usually around this little square here. There he is. Okay. So this is Watcher Egrad. Let's go ahead and kill him. So he did the shoot the balls thing, he did the flamethrower thing, and there's the Sundering Meteor Shower. Okay, Mystic Chains of Egrad of the Shadows. So this is not great. I could definitely think of much better affixes, but the good thing about it is it's +1 to Arcanist, which is really nice. It has some resistances, which, I mean, Pierce and Vitality are, yeah, Pierce, good, Vitality, don't care. It has a ton of offensive ability and 10% Spirit, which is really nice, and then that Vitality to Aether conversion is going to be converting the Spectral Wrath damage here. It's also going to be converting the Vitality... no, it's not. No, it's not. Vitality Decay is damage over time, and Aether doesn't have a damage over time version, so this actually does not convert that. It's only going to be converting this. But that's still a pretty good belt. Fortunately, I can't wear it. Also, unfortunately, it's not a much better belt, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, let's get out of here. And we'll come back in. And actually, that's pretty much time, so I'm not going to start anything else. I am going to end the episode here on the loading screen. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.